Welcome to Controllers Confidential, 4 Ways Automation Powers Accounts Payable Efficiency, brought to you by the Controllers Council. My name is Neil Brown, Executive Director of the Controllers Council. And I'd like to thank our sponsor and partner, AvidXchange. And before I introduce our expert speakers, I want to introduce our AvidXchange and also mention some brief housekeeping items. So AvidXchange is a leader in automating invoice, payment, and AP processes. AvidXchange is a fintech unicorn and processes more than $140 billion in transactions annually, with 1,500 employees and 6,000 customers. So let's get to that housekeeping. First, use your GoToWebinar control panel to ask our experts questions. Next, we'll have 3 polling questions. So again, use your GoToWebinar control panel. And finally, you'll receive a link to this webcast via email in the next 24 hours, so no need for notes or screenshots. So with that, allow me to introduce our presenters, Chris Perry and Rhonda Green. Chris is a former national controller for Colliers International, where he oversaw a team of more than 150 accounting staff and a portfolio of more than 1,200 properties. Now, Chris is an account executive for AvidXchange, and he specializes in helping real estate and property management companies automate finance operations. Rhonda Green is a certified accounts payable solutions consultant and a principal consultant for AvidXchange. She brings more than 25 years of experience in helping companies streamline accounts payable. So with that, I'll turn it over to Chris and Rhonda, and welcome.
Thank you so much, Neil, and thank you everyone for your time today. So I'll just do a quick introduction and then pass it over to Rhonda as well to introduce herself, and then we'll get into the program. So as Neil said, my name is Chris Perry. While I've been only at Avid for a relatively short period of time, about 4 months, I was actually on the customer side for almost 12 years. As Neil mentioned, I work for Colliers International in a national role there, leading our client accounting group within real estate management services, and AvidXchange and really automation in general was a key part of our strategy, and ultimately decided to sort of make the switch over to the other side of the table, and felt like, you know, my experience and really deep experience within AP automation and automation in general would lend itself quite well to sort of bringing the strategy to the masses, if you will. And so I'm so thrilled to be here and speaking to you guys and really, again, you know, walking through, you know, what not only what automation I think just means in general, but also certainly what it meant to us in my previous role and to companies that we're helping, you know, each and every day. So with that, I'll turn it over to Rhonda. I thought when I came to Avid, I had a lot of experience, but I tell you what, Rhonda she probably can run circles around me. So Rhonda, do you want to do a quick introduction as well?
Thank you, Chris, but I think you're exaggerating. But so hello, everyone. I'm Rhonda Green. I'm a principal solutions consultant here at AvidXchange. And gosh, I've been here now over 9 years. I actually created our payment services division from scratch and built that up and led that team for several years. But prior to coming over to AvidXchange, I was actually a long-time AP manager for several different large organizations where I implemented automation and general efficiencies across the board. So AP is something that is very near and dear to my heart. And we're looking forward to going over this today with you and hope you get a lot out of it. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Rhonda. So you'll definitely hear the theme that we both really came to Avid with pretty deep experience just from the accounting side as well, and really understanding, you know, how accounting organizations, you know, previously operate now, and certainly hope to operate, in the future with automation. So there's a lot of experience there that we hope to bring to the table. So let's get into the agenda. We're going to talk about the current state of B2B payments, how leveraging technology can transform your business, 4 ways automation powers accounts payable efficiency, how we can help, how AvidXchange can help, and then we'll get into a little Q&A. With Rhonda and myself, a fireside chat, if you will, is what we're kind of calling it, around AP automation, and provide some additional insights and a bit deeper dive into some of the hurdles that we experienced and the change management around implementation and rollout, and some of the other common pitfalls that we see as well. So if we move here to the next slide. So as you can see here, and we've got a few different facts and figures that we've thrown out here in terms of the current state of B2B payments. And clearly, if you look at really this left box here, 60%, clearly buyers and suppliers are still most familiar with paper checks. But I also think this really highlights a real disconnect between the true reality of what buyers and suppliers need and want to become more profitable and accomplish their business objectives, especially through efficiency gains in time and cost savings. I like to use the yellow cab analogy. I lived in New York City when I first joined Colliers. I was